Down with the open station diesel in there in front of the Synchro 16,938s now. Steve Ford, come over here. Steve, have you had any calls on it? He said, I've had all kinds of calls. You mean just locally, though, nothing outside the area?
That's how I get all my customers.
He's had calls from all over, folks. We sell more iron online than any other auction company, and the internet's lit up on this little tractor. Steve, real quick, come over here again, Steve. Is the tractor as nice as it looks? Is there anything at all wrong with it? That isn't even worth mentioning. He said the lower 3-point hitch after time they leak. Big deal, Steve. 4 or 5 days, you'll have a couple drops. Okay, how about the hours on it, Steve? How long have you owned the tractor? Do you think the hours are right, 55? No, okay. He set the second tack in it, but his dad bought this tractor used, so you've had it so long you can't even remember. Bought it back in about 1970 or 71. Zach, you want to say something here, partner? I know it. You know, anybody can redo one, but nobody can make them back to original. They're only original ones. And that tractor's... The original step is in the toolbox. Where is it, Matt? We'll sell it separate. I'm just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what am I going to do here? I'm going to do here 30, 20 times. All right, what am I going to do here? I'm going to do here 5,500, 6,000. I'm going to do 6,000 down. I'm going to do here 7.5, 55, 7.5, 55 down, 6,000 down, forward. I'm going to do 6,000. I'm going to do 57.5. I'm going to do 6,000 down. I'm going to do here down, 2.5, 60, 2.5, 2.5, 60, 2.5, 2.5 down, 7.5, 67 and a half, 65, 7.5, 65 and a half, 67 and a half, 67 and a half. I got 6,500 online. Everybody on site's out at 67.50. I'm going to have now $7,000. I'm going to 7 that now, 2.5, 70, 2.5, 2.5, out of there, 75 down, 5, 7.5. So I didn't get you 70, internet's in 75, 7.5. I'm going to make $1,000 internet, 8,000. I'm going to make now 82.5, 82.5. I'm going to make $1,000, 82.5, 85, $500, 8,500 down, 7.5, 87.5, 87.5, 9,000, now 90, 2.5, $9,000, Scotty boy, 92.5, round again, 92.5. I'm going to now 95, $500, 95, 7.5. 97 and a half, 10,000, 10 now, 10, 250. Ah, you come all the way. 10,000, 10, 250. You might make machine repeat. 10,000, 250. 10,000, 10.5. 10,000, 250. I'm going to 10, 10, 10.5. I'm going to 10,000, 10.5. Now 10, 2, 10, 3. I got 10, 2, Matt, 10, 3. Yes, you said no before and then bid. I don't believe you. 10, 3. 10, 3. What's a few $100 on original one? I'm going to bet 10, 10, I'm going to bet 10, 3, 10, 3, now 10, 4 internet, now 10, 4, I'm going to bet now 10, 5, I'm going to bet now 10, 6, I'm going to bet now 10, 7, I'm going to bet 10, now 10, 8, 8, I'm going to bet 10, 8, I'm going to bet 10, 9, 10, 9, give me 10, 8 and a half then, 10, 7 and a half, 10, 8, 50, 10, 8, 50, now 11,000 internet. 10, 8, 50, 11,000. You come all the way, internet. 11,000. I'm going to bet 10,000, 8, 50, 11. Get in your truck when you leave here and go try to find an original one like that. I'm going to bet 10, 8, 50, 11,000. I'm going to bet 10, 8, and I'm going to give 11,000. You want it, internet. I'm going to bet 11,000. I'm going to bet 10, 8, and have it all down, 11,000 about it. I'm going to bet, Brett, you want to give 11,000. I'm going to bet 10, 8, 50, I'm going to bet $11,000 all, have it all down. Anybody want to give it more than 11,000? Sold the tractor for $10,850. 10,850 on number 94. Congratulations. 94, the buyer. 44.40. Now, I'll guarantee you, who's going to talk about this one? Zach Heiner. He's been talking about this tractor from day one. It's a one owner, and he's going to tell you how these hours that scare him a bit. Start it up, Matt. Ross, what do you think of that tractor? How sweet is it? Okay. folks, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I'm going to give Zach the microphone on this 4440.
I've been telling Dan and Matt and them guys, I said, this, tractor right here, I guess is a good way I explain everything else on the farm. I mean, you take that tractor with 13,000 hours on it, fires right up in the morning, and that's just the way they took care of their stuff. If you don't get the loader, if you're interested in the loader, we'll just leave the brackets on there. If you don't get the loader, we'll knock the brackets off here right after the sale. Just let us know. We'll run into the shop and take the brackets off of it. But 4440, and Dan will read the specs that are out of the book, but just good, clean, straight tractor. One owner bought it right here on this farm. Tools sitting right behind it, duals go with it.
Thank you, Zach. I sure enough will read the specs on it. I'm sure everybody that's interested has got their bid number and ready to start bidding on it, but you can only retire, basically one set of lifetime. So I'm going to read the specs. It's a 78 model. It'll be the first year they made them. It's going to be a 4440, obviously. Tractor with the power shift, the 2 outlets, 540 and 1,000 with 18, 438 tires, and the duals are going to be conveyed with it. 134 air conditioning now with the 13,000 hours. Again, we want to reiterate it that the loader brackets go with the loader. If the guy that buys this tractor does not buy the loader, we'll zip it in here. We've got plenty of auction personnel. We'll have those off in a matter of minutes. And just a really, really nice one-owner tractor. Just to reiterate it, Zach, it is a perfect representation of how Steve and the family here in Fred took care of their equipment. Never, no oil underneath it, folks. Never had a wrench on it. What a tractor. It's fun to bid. We're just going to start it down, let them all go. 10,000, 12,500. Now 15,000. I'm going to 17,500. 17,500. I'm going to 17,500. Now 20,000, Thompson. I'm going to 20, 20, 20. I'm going to 20,000. I'm going to 20,000. No, you're out of there. 20,000. 17,500. $20,000. I'm going to $20,000. I'm going to 44, 40 times. 20,000. One owner. $20,000. Joe, you're out. 18,500. It'll be 18,500, Thompson. 18,500. 20,000. I got 18,500 here. Mike, going to be 20,000. I'm going to $20,000. I'm 18,500. 20,000. Get 19, sir. I'm going to 19,000. I'm going to 18,500. I'm going to do 19,000. I'm going to 18,500. 19,000. I'm going to 19,000. I'm going to 18,500. You're all out over there. 19,000. 18,500. One owner. 4440. 19,000. Anybody else? 18,500. 19,000. Want it? I'm going to 18,500. 19,500. 19,500. 19,500. All through. 18,500. 19,000. 19,000. Got to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Final call at $19,000 for it. Sold at 18,500. Divided by 18,500. 6 hours. Steve, couple questions. How long have you owned the tractor? Approximately 20 years. That'd be long enough. And how is it, Steve? Absolutely sound as huh? He said, well, that's not hurting it. Look at your 4440. Not hurting it. It's, he put the hours on it, put a price on that, Ross Weir. What do you think here, Matthew? Does anybody have any questions for him? I have a bidder out of Seminole, Oklahoma. Thank you, Ronnie Gold. Ronnie Gold. Is he related to the kicker? And now I got a bidder. Chad, what are you doing? I got 8,000 online. 82 and a half. $8,000 to bid 82 and a half here, 2 and a half. I'm going to bid $8,000 on the internet. $8,000 to bid now 8,500. Chad Rouse, $8,500 to bid 2 and a half and a 555. 82 and a half and a 500. Now come on, Marion, Indiana. 8,500. 82 and a half and a 555. $2 and a half to give 8,500. I'm going to 2 and a half, 85. Now 87 and a half. 87 and a half. I'm going to 87 and a half. 87 and a half. I'm going to 50 series. Now 9,000. I'm going to 9. Rouse Family Farm. Going to be 9,000. I'm going to now 92 and a half. Zach Heiner, 92 and a half. I'm going to $9,000. I'm going to 92 and a half. 92 and a half. 95. I'm going to $9,500 to bid 2 and a half and a 5,500. Now 95. Now 7 and a half. 97 and a half. 95 and a 97 and a half. I'm going to 5 to get down 7 and a half. 97. Who's going to be the first one to land on 10? Now 10,000. Chad Rouse, 10,000. I'm going to 10,000. I'm going to 10,000. I'm going to 10,000. You're out internet. I'm going to get that. I bought his supper last night. I'll buy it again tonight if he buys this tractor. 10,000 Rouse Family. Now 98 and a half. 10,000. I'll buy him a sandwich on site here, Zach, if you buy it. 10,000. 10,000. 99. Never thought of that. Now $10,000. I'm gonna do 99, 10,000. I'm gonna do 10, now 10, 1. I'm gonna do 10, 1, 1, 1. I'm gonna do 10,100. Yeah, the manual's hanging right on there. Now 10, 2. I'm gonna do 10, 1, I'm gonna do 2. Now what you gonna do? I'm gonna do 10, 2. I'm gonna do 10, 1, I'm gonna do 10, 2. I'm gonna do 2, I'm gonna do 10,200. I'm gonna do 10, 1. I'm gonna do 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm gonna do 10, 1. Chad Roush is gonna be 10,200, old buddy. 10, 1, 10, 2. I'm gonna do 10, I'm gonna do now 10, 3. I'm gonna do 10, 2. I'm gonna do 10, 3. I'm gonna do 3. We're on the right track, Zach. 10, 3. 10, 4. 10, 4. I'm gonna do 10, 3. I'm gonna do 10,400. I'm gonna do 10, 3. I'm gonna do 4, 4. I'm gonna do 10, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 10,400. I'm gonna do 10, I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 10, 4. I'm gonna do. Thank you, Chad. He said he's done. Thank you, partner. I'm gonna do 10, 3. I'm gonna all in. I'm gonna all ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else at 10,400? Sold it on site. 10,300. Combine, and we'll get Steve to talk about it. Pick the Denny 2010, next to the last year they made it with 1,288 separator hours. Steve Ford, come over here if you would, partner. Come on over, Steve. It's going to be a 2010 9670 combine now with a 3-speed with the Contour Master 22 with a high rate unloaded on with the chopper. 520, 85 hour, 38 on the drives and duals. Now 20L, 26 is steered. Premium cabin HID, and folks, listen closely. 1,904 back to only 1,288. That is not a mystery. 1,288. So Steve Ford, what do you think here, Chief and Commander? How is it? He said with a smile on his face, I like that combine. He said, I really like that combine. Thank you. Anything else, Steve? Here's going to be Zach Heinen. Yeah. What'd you tell Matt? He said, be careful with my baby. Here's Zach Heiner.
He had little sweeper attachments made up in there, and he had hoses on the end of the sweepers, and when we come down and just, I'd say we cleaned the stuff up, but the stuff was already clean. And he had that little sweeper hose in there, and he's sweeping the grain out in between the augers and up in the auger tank and down in the tank, sweeping the grain out. Just particular. Now, if you go in there and look at the sweeper attachments, and these homemade sweeper attachments to get that stuff clean out of there.
Folks, out of everything that we sell on the machinery auction, there's no doubt, and I mean, I don't think any of us would question it. There's probably more difference in combines than anything. You can have the shiniest looking combine all waxed up, and inside, internally, it can be a nightmare when you dive into it. Most of the combines on dealer lots are sitting outside, freezing and thawing and drawing moisture. That guy traded it in, and he told me this, and I got it from that guy, and he told him that, and it gets diluted down the line. You've heard it before. Find a combine right here, ladies and gentlemen, that is transparent, and it's nice, and it's bright as the rain that falls out of the sky. Joe Thompson, what do you think of that combine, old partner? I know you would. Folks, anybody have any questions? Folks, when we pulled up to the combine, it was up to 80,000, and during the break, we're bidding on it as we speak, so we'll start it. If you want to get on your iPhones, you can see, but it's up to 92.5 out of Ontario, Canada, $95,000. I got 92.5 online, 95,000 combine kind, 95,000. I'm gonna 93 Ford. I'm gonna 94 Ford out of Hello, Michigan. I'm gonna leave it at 4,000. I'm gonna 94,000 out of I'm gonna leave it at 4,000. I'm gonna 93 at 94 Ford. Let's go, boy. 5, 95,000 now, 97,500. No, 97 and a 5 and a 97 and a 5 and a didn't get you. 97,500 out. 97 and a 5 and a 97,500. 97,500 and a 97,500 on it. I'm gonna 95,000. Now $100,000 but $100,000. I'm going to 97 and a 5 and a 90, give $100,000, but I'm there, 100,000. The internet is lit up. $100,000, the blue button's there, but $100,000. I'm going to 97 and a 5 and a 90, the hour, boys, and the home this combine's had. Now 98, now 99's at. I'm going to 98 and a 99 down again, 99,000. I'm going to make $100,000. $100,000 Ontario. $100,000, I'm going to 99 to give $100,000. I'm going to 99 and a 100,000. Now $101,000, nothing finer. $101,000. $101,000. I'm going to 101. Now $102,000 Ontario. $102,000. Ford quality again, ladies and gentlemen. 102. Now 3. Running second again. Heiner 103. 3,000. 103. D1 and Zach 103,000. 103, 103, I'm on 103, Zach, I'm online. 102, 103,000, and I, now $104,000 internet. I'm on 103, 104,000, 104,000. Folks, you've heard my nephew Luke talk about these combines and how they've been picked through. You know, here's one right here, folks, that's fresh to the market, low time on it. And these 70 series are gaining momentum as we move right on through. You saw the momentum at the end of the year, and the end of the 2019 calendar year over at our auction yards in Hamilton, Illinois, what they were bringing. Boys, here's a nice one sitting right here down Red Key, Indiana. 1-3 internet, you're out 104. 134,000. How about you, Michigan? I got 103, but Zach Heiner on site. Anybody give $104,000? How about 103, but $133? How about 103, but $104,000? And I, 103, $104,000. Ladies and gentlemen, morning. How about 103, but $104,000? Ladies and gentlemen, final call at $104,000. So anyway, Zach Heiner, 103,000. 103,000. I was talking about yesterday, Chad, it's going to be, here's going to be your 2002 International 9100 in-cab semi. You talk about nice. It gives nice a new meaning on this one. Wrightson's brothers want to get 15,000 open the bid. We'll be right with you guys. Okay, 2002 International 9100. You folks have done all your due diligence. I'm still going to read the specs on it. A-cab semi with a single axle with a Cummins N14. They got the power of those N14. 8 and 9 speed with a 20-10.5 inch wheel with air behind with the rear hitch with air, guys. And Steve Ford, come around here, would you? Isn't it nice to have a sale where you have to get him over here? They're not standing right. Steve, what do you think, Chief?
You want to note the hitch on the back. We use this to pull.
He said, note the hitch on the back. They use it to pull.
We had a backhoe trailer while we had another farm farther away. We sold it. This goes to pull a backhoe trailer with
Pull backhoe trailer, what they used it.
And we also pulled nitrogen tanks so we didn't tear up a pickup.
They pull nitrogen tanks with it as well. How is the truck, or Steve? Is it as nice as it looks too? He kept trading up. When he got to that one, he said, I'm not trading anymore. Folks, Steve does want to sell that dog. When we get done, we're going to auction the dog. What do you mean? Yeah, he's looking for his wife. She's going to throw something up here at him. His wife started marching over here. Ah, she was going to give me my exit ticket. Hey, Steve, Zach wanted me to ask you with that N14, did anybody ever pass you? Nope.
Stu Terrell did all the work on it down here.
Okay.
I got it. We put 4,500 miles and drove to the terminal
Right there to that elevator.
So, I changed the oil in every 2 years, had a service. They inspected it every year. It was 2 years ago, I had the oil changed on it. I have put more on it.
Is that right? He said he just didn't put any miles on it. He said it's been 2 years, never had to add 1 quart of oil. He's talked more on that truck than anything all day long. What's that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What's that, Zach? Yeah, you can tell that. You bet. He never had it out in the salt, Ross. He never had it out in the wintertime, Roscoe. He wouldn't have passed Ross this morning. All right, dude, I'm going to do lot 49 semi-time. I got $7,000, 7,500, and the race is on. 7,500, 7,500. I'm going to 7,500, I'm going to 7,500, I'm going to 8,000. I'm going to 8 now, 85, and 85, you have to get mad. $8,500, I'm going to 9,000. 8,500, 9,000, what are you going to do? Now $9,000, if it's 9,000, and now 95, 95, and 95, got a brand new bidder, 10,000, Roscoe, 10,000. I'm going to 10 by, 10 by. You're 10 by, 10 by, 10 by, Yeah, Joe Thompson, 11.5. I got it everywhere. 11.5. 12,000. Now 12.5. 12.5. Yeah, Roscoe. 12.5. 12.5. You get 12.5. Roscoe. 13,000. Thompson. 13,000. 13 now. 5. 13.5. Roscoe. 13.5. Folks, I could not think of a better testimonial than what Steve Ford just told you about that semi. 13.5 with Ross. Now 14,000 Thompson. 14 2 and a half. Now 14 5 Ross. 14 2 and a half. Now 14 7 50. 14 7 and a half. 14,000 750. 14 5 and a half. 14,000 $15,000 Roscoe. 15,000 done at 15. Now 2 and a half with Ross Weir. 15 and a half. 2 and a half. 15 2 and a half. 15 pound dollar. 15 2 and a half. 15 2 and a half. 15 2 and a half. 15 2 and a half here. 2 and a half everywhere. 15 2 and a half. The right way. 15 2 and a half. You guys wanted to start it. Did you get 15 2 and a half, Joe? Joe, did you get 15? Now 15 5. 15 5. 15 2 and a half. Now 15 7 50. 15 7 and a half. Yeah, and again, Heiner. 15 7 and a half. Thompson. 15,000 750. But 15 5 and a 15,000 750 to want it. 15 7 $16,000. $16,000. 16,000. Now $250. 16,000 2 and a half. 16 2 and a half here. 2 and a half. 16 2 and a half. 16 pound dollar. I bet he wouldn't have passed you this morning, no, Ross. 16 2 and a half. 16 2 and a half. Now 16 5 Roscoe. 16 5. Now 7 and a half. 16,000 750. 16 5 and 16 7 and a half. 16 5. Matthew, right where the Roscoe brothers wanted to start it. Right where they wanted to start the video. 16 750. 16 7 and a half. 16 7 and a half. Joe Thompson. 16 750. 16 7 and a half. Yes, sir, yes. 16 6 and nothing finer. 16 7. Nothing finer. 16 7. 16 6. 16 7. Don't lose her now. Got a rooting for you. 16 7. Come on, Bill. 16 7. 16 6. 16 7. 16 7. 16,700. 16 7. 16 8. 16 8. Gentleman's got the bid currently. Jack talked to him at the farm show about this, at the Fort Wayne Farm Show. 16 8, nothing finer. 16 9. Any, mini, miny, mo, your bid. 16 9. I've been 8 9. 16 9. 16 9. 17,000. Now 1. We're gaining a little momentum as we get into it. Yeah, even Zach Heiner can auction like this. 17 1. 17 1. Kind of rooting for you. Yes, you will. Why not? 17 1. 17 1. 17 1. Hold up. Anybody else? Brent McKillop, do we get 17 1, partner? $17,100, ladies and gentlemen. The gamble's high. 17 and up on 17 1. 17 1. 17 1. Now 2. Now 17 2. Now 17 3. He just nudged his partner and says, let's go. Well, thanks for coming. Hope to see you in Geneva tomorrow. Right around the Ohio line. 17 David had been 3 minutes all done. He's coming back. He might bid again. 17 3. I'll bet you he bids again. If I'm in Las Vegas, I'll bet you he bids again. 17 3. 17 3. Look at that cheat. 17 3. I told you. Now 4. Now 17 5. I'm not going to beg you anymore. So, 17-3, $17,400. 17,400. 209, 17,000. 11 and 12 now, 12 grand, 12 and 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 1600, 17, 17, 18, 19, 18, 15, 19 and a half, 19, 2,000, 50, 2 down, 50 mark now, 1, $2,100, 21, 2,000, 50, $2,100, to get now, 1, 21, to get now, 1, to get it. Settlement 2050 stays for the tractor. Nice job. I like that little.